live arm, and Erin Mansfield said she is actually our best passer. She's about 63% connection rate. Set to go. Red River rivalry is underway at McCaslin Fieldhouse. There's that topspin jump serve, but it's wide. 1-0 Longhorns.
Yeah, and I guess she was recruited as an outside hitter as well. Like you mentioned, just a great passer. And they've got the numbers on it, and she's been doing good stuff for the Sooners.
Here is Asia O'Neal back to serve. Had a little early injury, missed the opener against Long Beach State, missed Loyola Marymount as well. And there's that block, but it's out of bounds. And so for the Sooners, Taylor Preston, 5 double-figure kill matches already. She has her first of the night.
And Taylor Preston has worked on her shots out in the spring, and now you can see it's really coming to fruition right here with that tool shot to that huge Longhorn block.
But it's 2 service errors for the Sooners so far. Now, you'll stand a little bit of that if you're Erin Mansfield, but a little too much will force those hairs to turn gray.
Absolutely, and he talked to us about the serving and saying, hey, we got to make serves in, especially in pressure situations that they felt like against UCLA. They needed to do a better job, especially in that second match.
And Swindle starts with the Texas ace. Freshman from Columbia, Missouri, Rockbridge High School. She's had 40 assists or more. And against big-time competition, against Ohio State and Minnesota, a pair of top 15 teams, she had big matches.
And she is a really good server. She puts a lot of float, a lot of power behind that ball.
Her swing is cross-court and a little bit wide from Hannah Pfiffner, the Sooner freshman from Frisco, Texas, Wakeland High School.
Yeah, and credit to the Longhorn block. Huge block up front, just forcing Pfiffner out of bounds.
Jared Elliott told us this is the best block they've had, and that's saying something. Texas known for offense over the years. That one overpassed. Swindle with the set. Wennis plays it across. Shelton blocked, and there is that famous Texas block. Bergmark up there up top with Kahahawai.
Yeah, and just a huge block for the Longhorns. Seeing the out of system, recognizing that it's an inside set right to them. But credit to Shelton, you got to test the block. You got to go up, try to see what's happening, and sure enough, the block was right on.
4 straight Texas points. Sooners miscommunicate there. It's played across by Pfiffner. Good set. Coral Blagojevich digs it out. Chased down by Kamoa. Shelton dunks it across in between the block. It worked out.
Yeah, what about that dig from Coral Blagojevich? That was amazing, straight up, off that hit from Bergmark. Let's check it out. And then you see Alexia Shelton, just a heads-up play on that overpass, putting that ball down.
Bergmark and Kahahawai kind of looking at each other like, how did that get through? Swindle the set. Wennis, Sooners get a touch at the net. Here's Shelton. And it just crawls across. The Sooners have back-to-back points.
Yeah, you'll take it for sure. Her elbow was a little low, but got lucky with the tape. Just bounced it right off the tape.
So Callie Kimoha to serve it for the Sooners. Off to a good start once again this year is Callie. Wennis digs it out. Swindle with the set, and a big blast out of the middle from Bella Bergmark.
What a great pass by Wennis to get that play started. That's so important, the serve and pass game. Put that ball right on the money to get Bergmark the ball.
Bergmark is actually 4th in the Big 12 in hitting percentage, .411. 3 years at Cal. This is her 2nd season at Texas for Bella Bergmark. And back to serve is Kayleigh Akana. Shelton whips it across and in, and the Sooners take a side out.
Wow, that was a great play. That set was actually really tight, and Shelton, just being the athlete that she is, was able to just get that in between the block. But credit to Chamberlain. She delivered that ball so fast over to Shelton that the block wasn't formed yet.
3 kills for Alexis Shelton already tonight. Chamberlain, the Sooners serve, and a big block by Lydia Burtz as she stepped in front of Bergmark.
Yeah, that's your first job as a middle hitter. You got to take care of your middle, and so that's your first step in the blocking. So right up, she's ready for Bergmark to get that ball. Look how high up and over Burtz is with those arms. Beautiful block.
Lydia Burtz out of Anderson, South Carolina. 3 seasons at Liberty University, and there's an ace from Chamberlain to tie this opening set at 6 apiece.
What an amazing serve. I think it was actually just caught. It was starting to float, and it just got Akana. She kind of slipped a little bit and just hit the line.
Chamberlain, another solid serve. This one wide of the mark, out of bounds. The Sooners have their first lead as Madison Skinner just missed with that one.
And we didn't see Kelsey Carrington on the right side. We kind of had an idea talking to head coach Erin Mansfield. Sure enough, she is in the opposite position, and her and Burt's putting up a huge block, forcing Skinner out of bounds.
Carrington's been middle blocker, including a career-high 14 kills against UCLA last weekend. Here she is with the swing from the outside. Swindled the set down the line, but wide, and this time it is Kahahawai who misses.
Yeah,
Erin Mansfield's team has a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Kahahawai was like, you touched that, right? To Shelton, and Shelton just turned right away, and she was definitely going for those hands, though.
Mansfield coming in from Loyola Marymount University, 6 years and 2 NCAA tournaments there. And the serve is wide. That ends a 5-0 Sooner scoring run to take the 8-6 lead, now 8-7.
It's a good run for the Sooners, much needed. You want to score as many points in a row that you can.
Here's the libero Emma Halter to serve for Texas. She targets Shelton. Sooners in system, out wide, a little off with the set, and it's out of bounds off the hand of Carrington.
Yeah, just out of bounds, just down the line. That was a great pass by Taylor Preston. You really want to score. That's an unfortunate miss by the Sooners because you really want to score on those good passes.
The new Hall of Famer, Jarrett Elliott, selected to be a member of the Hall of Fame, said it was a humbling experience. Burtz whips that one a little bit long, but there was a Texas touch, so it's 9-8 Sooners.
Yeah, but the Hall of Fame, much deserved for Jarrett Elliott. Things that he's done for the Texas program.
He is so quick to deflect things as well. He said, hey, that's a great staff and great players over the years, but it is well-deserved. He said it's given him a little time to reflect and remind him that time flies as well. This one touched across by Skinner. Kamoha, the set. Here's the little tip over by Preston. Right back to Preston. Gets a swing, and it's wide, but there was a touch.
Wow, what a huge thumb-down hit by Taylor Preston. That is sharp angle. That is a tough ball to hit. But credit to the defense of the Sooners. They forced the first play. Skinner tipped. They dug that. Easy. That's what they need to do, and then score points off of it.
So 10-8 Sooners in this opening set. The block, but it's drilled right through by Madison Skinner.
Yeah, and a great pass by Akana to get that play going. You can see the Sooners are going after her in serve-receive so far in this first set. But no problem. She put that ball right on the money, and then Skinner. What a huge hit for the Longhorns.
Skinner with her first kill of the night. Shelton receives the serve. Chamberlain called for a lift there. Not cleanly played, but that was a tough pass to handle.
It was a tough pass, and I love that she tried to go for it. Ball just didn't come out clean. Double contact by her, and rare. We rarely see that from her.
10-10 in the opening set. Carissa Barnes doing the serving. The outside set, Carrington dug out by Barnes. Right back to Skinner and down. Texas with an 11-10 lead.
That is the same hit that Preston put on her and scored, and Skinner's like, yeah, you know what? I can do that too. And so sure enough, she put that ball in that same spot.
Skinner, the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. Another serve here by Barnes. Overpassed right back to the other side. This time it's O'Neal blocked by Lydia Burtz.
Great heads-up play by the Sooners. I was surprised. It was a kind of a 50-50 ball, a little bit over on that overpass. O'Neal decided to free ball it, send the pass, and then run a route instead of just taking that ball and putting the ball straight down.
Swindle set comes right back to O'Neal. Sooners dig it out. Burtz with the set this time, played across by Carrington. Swindle goes right back to Skinner. And again, Skinner. Burtz dug it out again, but this time it clatters out of bounds for a 12-11 Texas advantage.
That first dig by Burtz was amazing. She's so proud of herself, as she should be.
She kind of looked up and said, bring it on.
Yes, exactly, and almost had that second dig.
So here is Madison Skinner, transferred to Texas from Kentucky. Two-time honorable mention All-American at Kentucky. And now junior, originally out of Katy, Texas. Great serve dug out by Shelton. Good set for Chamberlain, and down in the middle by Hannah Pfiffner.
Yeah, just a smart decision. Let the Texas defense just have some miscommunications, which they did, no doubt. So great kill by her.
Pfiffner, freshman, led her high school in kills 3 straight years, part of that Texas Advantage club system down there. 12 apiece. Coral Blagojevich serving for the Sooners. Rising and firing from the back row, Skinner drills one home.
And that's been a huge change in her game. Madison Skinner playing 6 rotations for the Longhorns. Only played in the front row last year for the national championship, but she has really stepped up her game on the back row, and you can see why.
And Jared Elliott said they fixed the setting a little bit to make her more dangerous. Yes. Is that what he's talking about there?
Yes, exactly, right there. And she's a weapon in the back row.
Cross court just a little bit wide from Pfiffner this time. 14-12 Longhorns.
Yeah, just cutting it a little bit too wide, but credit to the Longhorn block, forcing her. She didn't have anywhere else to go but go that sharp angle.
I mean, it is a big block. Texas typically has had size, but their size at the pins now makes every block tough.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Tip across by Preston. And a lift there called against the Longhorns. So the Sooners get the point, 14-13. Series history, well, it has been pretty one-sided in favor of the Longhorns over the years, as Oklahoma is seeking its first win since 2014, but that was down in Austin when Oklahoma won that. And Texas has won 66 straight home Big 12 matches at the Gregory Gym since that 2014 occasion. Just kind of made them mad. Rifled across by Shelton. What a dig, though, from Halter. Wennis, and there's Kimoa for the Sooners in the middle. Pfiffner tried to sneak one home. Pfiffner swings away again, and there's Barnes. Shelton punches this one high. Shelton, the big swing. Longhorns save it. What a dig in the back by Skinner. Again, Shelton, but blocked by Bergmark and Swindle wide. Point Oklahoma in the best rally of the night.
Wow, that was an amazing play. But then look at this hit by Alexis Shelton. She is just going for it. You don't see any tentativeness from her. She goes for it 100%. That was an amazing kill.
6 straight matches of double-figure kills, including 30. Little touch back there by Thompson, but the Longhorns get the side out.
You can see the Longhorns, they're mixing up their shots as well. It's just not powered. They're using tips, roll shots to score.
Good opening set. 15-14 Longhorns in this opening set. Jared Elliott's defending national champs on top. Kelly's Keys presented by Riverwind Casino. Always a good time. What do you have, Kelly?
Well, not going to surprise you, Chad. Win the serve and pass. Both coaches actually talked to us about it, how important it is. So massive for the Sooners tonight to be successful. And then the next one's play Big D. You can see the weapons that Texas has. Got to play big defense, which the Sooners are so far, and then just be consistent throughout the match. Every set, just be consistent, and that should be a good recipe for a win.
An ace from Swindle, the second for the Longhorns tonight, and that is followed by the error. And it remains a 1-point opening set at 16-15 Texas. Callie Kimoa back to serve. She passed 1,000 career digs this past weekend in the Sooner doubleheader against UCLA. That one goes off Thompson and out of bounds. And Jenna Winnis has the kill for Texas.
What a great swing by Winnis. They like using her when she's in right front. She just stays there and hits from that position, and she's super effective from the right side of the court.
Winnis transfer from Minnesota. She's had double-figure kills in 7 of 8 matches, including 16 against Washington State in the last outing for Texas. Shelton got blocked. Bergmark was up there. Up top along with Kahahawai. Shelton goes cross-court this time, and the Longhorns were in the net.
Yeah, Kahahawai looks like was in the net. Great job by the Sooners offensively. Let's get another look at it. Yeah, it looks like maybe her forearm.
Man, she was way up there. Kahahawai. She goes 6'4", sophomore from Hawaii. And Peyton Chamberlain to do the serving for the Sooners. 17-16 Texas. There's Skinner drilling one to the back.
Yeah.
So powerful.
So powerful, and she also makes it look so effortless. And that wasn't even a full-on swing. She didn't follow through. She was just really placing it, and that's tough. Tough with a lot of power, just placing that ball.
Second year at Texas. Dad Brian, Baylor star basketball-wise, 14 years in the NBA. Shelton hits right into the Texas block, and it goes down. So Shelton able to hit through that one. She'll go back and serve. And
she's been, so far, they're putting up a double block on her, which you have to. You have to honor her and put two people up on her to block, and she's been able to power that ball through multiple times so far in this set.
But the service error by Shelton gives it right back to the Longhorns at 19-17. Sooners now with 4 serving errors in this opening set. And it will be Carissa Barnes back there. She's a transfer from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Spent 4 years there, and 3 of them she earned the Southland Conference Libero of the Year award. She had over 2,100 digs. What a pickup. That's a spin. And there's a big pickup for the Sooners, the Liberty University transfer, Lydia Burtz.
She is so good. She's got all the angles. She just goes up so hard in transition, and you can see the wide open space there. But credit to Peyton Chamberlain. She just makes her hitters have open windows.
9 opening set assists for Peyton Chamberlain. And we see Riley Fay for the first time, the New Mexico State transfer. Halter on the receive it. And Skinner blasting away once again for the Longhorns, who take a 2-point lead.
And Madison Skinner just doing her job as an outside. Again, consistency for her is going to be key. When she has the opportunity, you've got to score.
6 opening set kills for Madison Skinner. She's back to serve now. 344 kills a year ago, 4th most in the Big 12. Preston goes cross court, and there's Emma Halter. Right back to Winnis, who tips over the block. Kamoa soars in to get it. Carrington plays it across off the block, and it's an Oklahoma side out.
What a great kill by Kelson Carrington. And actually what makes that so effective is that she wasn't going to put that ball straight down. She just recognized that her approach, her feet weren't ready, and she just went high off hands off that big block to put that ball out of bounds. So it was very smart.
14 kills against UCLA for Kelsey Carrington, and Aaron Mansfield said, we have leaned on her in establishing the staff here at Oklahoma, and he said it was great to see her get rewarded for all of her hard work. Sometimes that doesn't happen. This is off of Shelton and chased down over there by Coral Blagojevich. Now Swindle. Good set. Coral Blagojevich digs that blast from Skinner. Taylor Preston to the back and into the 5th row. Blasting away were Skinner and Preston.
That is high-level volleyball right there. Major defense. That's playing big D right there for the Sooners. Mele Blagojevich, Coral Blagojevich getting those balls straight up. 2 of them from the Longhorns, and the Sooners were able to put it away.
We are tied at 20. That was a blast. Overpassed. Sooners in system here, but a big block up front this time from Jenna Winnis as she blocks Hannah Pfiffner.
Yeah, solo block by Winnis. Great job recognizing that Pfiffner kept going angle, and at the very last second, she dove her hands in to that angle spot, put the ball straight down.
Asia O'Neal back to serve. Redshirt senior, 5th-year player, former Honda Inspiration Award winner, but her serve is long, and we are tied at 21. What a set this has been.
Really has, going back and forth. We've already seen some major rallies, long extended rallies. Sooners are able to come off huge off of a couple of them, which is just great defense.
Texas led 6-2. That's the largest lead for either team in this opening set. And there's an ace from Thompson.
Sydney Thompson. She's really done a great job solidifying her position, serving hard and playing big D.
So it is the Longhorns who are going to take a timeout. That is the second Oklahoma ace. Jared Elliott says, let's kind of slow things down here just a little bit. Texas has won 11 of 12 Big 12 titles. They've made 17 consecutive Sweet 16s. The reigning national champions. And Texas, as you might imagine, is the preseason pick to win the Big 12 once again this year, though They're going to have a fight on their hands with some of these teams, in particular some of the new entrants, Kelly, like BYU and UCF, who are both already over 10 wins on the year.
Yeah, the conference realignment, so strong for the week, right? Your preparation, except those adjustments between the first match and the second match. You really are getting prepared and rest, which is a huge deal. So he's a big fan of it.
What an opening set this has been. Sydney Thompson coming off the ace, then the Texas timeout. Once again, she targets Barnes, and Skinner is able to just get it over. Chamberlain the set, and cross court. Another kill for Alexis Shelton. Sooners have a 2-point lead.
What about the serving from Sydney Thompson? She's putting on some major pressure on the Longhorns' serve receive.
23-21 Oklahoma. 7 kills for Shelton to lead everybody in this opening set. Another good serve from Thompson. Here comes Skinner, but the Sooners are there. What a set that was, and a great dig by Halter. This time from the other side, Pfiffner. Swindle with the set right at the net. It's out of bounds off the Sooner block.
What a huge side out for the Longhorns and Jenna Winnes. That ball was so tight. If she would have hit that ball, she would have gotten blocked. So smart decision using the Sooner block, sending it out of bounds.
And a great job to avoid the net by Winnes as well. She was right up against it. So a Texas side out and a serve for Ella Swindle.
She missed her last serve.
Targets Thompson, who plays it. And a big block off of Shelton. Bergman and Phillips up top for Texas to tie it at 23.
What about Phillips coming off the bench to put up a huge block with Bergmark? Huge.
And a timeout taken by the Sooners. Yeah, Molly Phillips earned honorable mention All-American honors a season ago. Has not been fully healthy this year. And so is Erin Mansfield taking the timeout. What an opening set, tied at 23. Erin Mansfield visits with Alexis Shelton, who has 7 kills in this opening set. It's still hanging in the balance. Come back with us to McCaslin Fieldhouse. This sport has just taken off. You saw what Nebraska did, selling out the football stadium, Memorial Stadium, for a match earlier this year. It's because of quality such as this. Shelton touches it across and down, and Oklahoma has an opening set point.
Credit to Sydney Thompson. They're going after her. The Longhorns on serve receive. She's been passing back-to-back in that rotation. Great job by her.
The Oklahoma crowd standing in anticipation. Kimoa, the serve. Swindle sets outside, and a huge set-saving strike by Kahahawai.
Wow, Kahahawai, she's going for it. She's going to go put that ball away. I like how aggressive she was. She wasn't scared. She went for it, got the kill.
Hawaii, just a sophomore, played 22 matches last year, former Hawaii State Gatorade Player of the Year. Very athletic, played basketball and ran track in high school. So at 24 apiece, the serve goes back to the Longhorns. Kayla Akana, also from Hawaii. She's a transfer from Nebraska. 2 years there. She was on a national runner-up team at Nebraska. And that national championship squad at Texas, but it's a serving error and another set point for Oklahoma.
This is a great set. This is what you want to be. This is what you want to do. You want to have the ball for set point right here.
Peyton Chamberlain toes the line for the Sooners on this second set point. Swindle with the set. There's Skinner driving another one home to tie it at 25.
Love the pass by Akana. Missed a serve, right? You got to regroup quick. You got to focus quick. That ball's coming fast at you. Beautiful pass.
So 25 apiece, and now it'll be Halter to serve for Texas. Targeting Thompson. Chamberlain for Shelton, blocked and down. Phillips has come off the bench to make a big difference in the closing points of this set.
Yeah, I'm coming up huge with 2 blocks coming off the bench.
So now the first set point for the Longhorns the other way. And Oklahoma takes timeout. Try to ice Halter back on the serve. Timeout. Jarrett Elliott adjourns his team, and they will try to close out what's been a real back and forth entertaining opening set.
Yeah, the Sooners need a great pass right here. They're in 3 hitters. Chamberlain's on the back row. She's got 3 options, 3 good options on the front row. So this is going to be, see who she goes to.
Emma Holter trying to give Texas the opening set. Targets Shelton, Chamberlain, and Burtz was able to knock that one down off the tape to tie it again.
What an amazing swing. Yeah, just got a little low, elbow a little low, but got the tape and just a good bounce. Bounced it right on the line. Holter unable to get it.
26 apiece. And in for the first time to serve comes Chloe Kaminsky, sophomore from Blue Springs, Missouri. Targets Skinner. Holter will chase it down. And Skinner drops that one down to give the Longhorns another set point.
And look at that by Madison Skinner. Not a great pass, totally out of system. They were able to get that ball to her and no problem up against a triple block by the Sooners. Be able to put that ball away.
Snuck it through. 8 kills in the opening set now for Skinner. Second set point for Texas, this time the serve for Barnes. Finds Kaminsky. Kamoha with a bit of an overpass. And the Sooners are called for being in the net on set point. And Texas takes the opener, 28-26.
Yeah,
Texas had 3 set points. Oklahoma had 2.
Second set.
So Texas wins the opening set, 28-26. Little last-minute shuffling of players before we begin set number 2. Longhorns will have the opening serve, and back there to the line will go Madison Skinner. Longhorns had 2 service aces and 3 errors in the first set. What a set for Skinner. 8 kills, and she hit .438.
Wow.
The serve is down, an ace to start the second set.
That line-to-line serve, that was an amazing serve. She drilled that ball just down the line and nailed it. You can see a lot of the space that the Sooners are giving her. Coral Blagojevich more in the middle of the court almost.
Coral Blagojevich handles the serve this time. Pfiffner swings away. Wennis is blocked. Right back to Wennis, tipping into the block. She'll punch it high this time. And Skinner from the back, Kamoa digs it out. And Preston tipping down the line this time. There's Skinner. Wennis off the Sooner block. Coral Blagojevich got a touch. Preston will tip it across. Holter got it, and it's tipped home by Swindle.
What about the freshman for Texas? Finishing off that long rally with a kill, a setter dump. We haven't seen that, but what great defense on both sides of the net in that rally.
Jared Elliott said Swindle has really gotten better. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Big role for her, stepping into the #1 team in the country, defending national champs as a freshman. Are you kidding me?
100%.
Kamoa there for the Sooners. Here's Preston tipping into the block. They joust it back and forth, and Shelton swings away long. No touch.
Yeah, credit to the Longhorn block. They are up on the plays. They're getting at least 4 hands on the ball.
So the way the first set started, Texas kind of rolled out to an early lead before Oklahoma responded. Skinner a short serve this time. Sooners able to get it to Pfiffner. Here's Preston across the court. What an angle that was.
She's got that angle dialed in. That cross-court shot, she makes that look easy. It is not easy. See that inside set.
It's 5 kills for Preston, and she will serve. Holter digs out what was a tough serve. Skinner hits into the net. Nobody was in the net. Wennis knocks it across for the Longhorns. Now Shelton. Things settle back, and there's another dump by Swindle.
That's what you like to see from your freshman setter. being aggressive at the net. You can see Pfiffner, she's not up and ready to block her. And so she's got a wide open net. Credit to her.
Setters are getting taller and taller, and she's 6'3". That dump is not hard for her.
No, not at all. So it looks like we're going to get our first challenge of the night. I think what Erin Mansfield for the Sooners is in that rally. There was a back row attack by Skinner, and they're questioning because they called a touch. So they're saying, they're looking at to say that the Sooners did not touch that ball
that
in
is
the rally.
Marty Prochko, the down referee. April Frickle is the up referee for the match tonight. So we have a review. We are about 12 rows away from it, so
right.
It is a guess. We don't have communication down there at the table, so we're kind of flying blind. Let's have another look at what you think it might be.
Yeah, but there's the dump. Her second one. She didn't dump at all in that first set. So already, now the Sooners are going to have to honor her at the net, right? 4 contacts. Great challenge. So it was in that rally. Didn't see the Sooners touch that ball on that back row attack, and so the call was reversed. Let's get a look at it right here. There it is. Yeah, you can see Shelton's right arm is way off the net where that ball would have touched her.
And there's the 4th touch right there that was coming. So, yeah, there was a quick touch at the net, 4 touches. Successful challenge by Erin Mansfield. They do not lose that challenge, but they do lose the serve as that one goes into the net. And a side out for the Longhorns, who lead 4-2.
Asia O'Neal is so effective from the service line.
She's pretty effective everywhere.
Yeah, true.
13 blocks she had against Washington State last week. A touch on that swing by Shelton, who has her 9th kill of the night.
Just a huge swing by Alexis Shelton. Again, just coming up big for the Sooners. When they need a side out, and you can see right there, just goes off Swindle's left hand. Smart play.
Erin Mansfield talked about Alexis Shelton adding tools to the toolbox, and we have seen it on display. Winnis down for the Longhorns. Preston couldn't quite reach it back there.
Yeah, just a big swing. Just going high off hands, just powering that ball through the block. Going down the line, you can see the Sooner defense just not able to recover.
Winnis 3 years at her first stop, Minnesota, and now a Longhorns. 5-3 Texas, but that service long from Swindle. We see Kelsey Carrington return on the Sooner front row, and Peyton Chamberlain will serve. Halter can't quite handle it. It'll be an ace, and we're tied at 5.
Yeah, it looked like Halter and Winnis just kind of, I don't know, just a miscommunication. Winnis is asking her, do you want me to take that? Yeah, that's definitely Winnis's ball, I would say.
But Chamberlain long with this one. Side out Texas now at 6-5. And we see Kaylee Akana back in. Targets Preston with the serve. Kamoa the set for Shelton. Skinner will get a swing. Sooners got a touch, but it's down. I think Burt's got a piece of it, but yeah. Skinner is able to register her 9th kill.
Right, and you can see she just took some power off that block, just going high off hands to see what can happen, make something happen. High off hands, the ball goes and just drops to the ground.
Akana with another serve. She had the ace on championship point against Louisville to win the national title for Texas last year. Big block by Skinner. She got in front of Kelsey Carrington that time.
That was a massive block. However, the set, you can see the set right here. It's really tight, which makes it hard for Carrington to do something with. But credit to Skinner being up and ready.
So how about this change with Carrington playing some on the right side now, Kelly?
Yeah, just being versatile, right? Being that utility player wherever you need me, coach. I think she just has that attitude and willing to learn whatever she can do to provide for the team. And we've seen that through her time here as a Sooner.
Shelton gets her 10th kill and a big Sooner side out at 8-6 Longhorns now.
Look, she just powers it. But she's reaching so high, it's off the view of the camera.
Kamoa with the dig there. Preston cross court, and it's wide. Skinner just dodged out of the way of that thing at the last minute.
She's really wanting to get that ball over to Skinner. Preston's got that angle dialed in. But what a set by Chamberlain.
Halter back to serve now. Texas with a 3-point lead. They won the opening set 28-26. Shelton with an overpass and put away easily by O'Neal.
Huge overpass kill by Asia O'Neal. She puts up a huge block. You mentioned it last week. That's why she was the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week for the conference.
She's already won that award twice, and that's with an injury that she's had. Working her way back from that. Burtz for the Sooners. It's punched up high by Akana. Chamberlain the set. Carrington cross court, and it was wide. Was there a Texas touch? There was not.
Yeah, they're not calling a touch.
They are not. Aaron Mansfield, though, is going to call a timeout. Largest lead for either team all night right now. It's in set number 2, and it's 11-6 Longhorns. Tough to tell from that vantage point, but the Sooners not going to challenge. They did win a challenge and had a call overturned earlier in this.
Did also to try new things, and he said we slowly, you know, asked certain things here and there. We focused on one little thing at a time, and they've just been so open to some changes in the process.
Players have a voice. Burtz with a loud voice in the middle right there to make it 11-7.
They run that one so fast, that quick. So quick. It's so hard to block. And look, it's up against the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week, Asia O'Neal.
And Burtz back to serve this one. Set to the back, and Phillips pumps one home for the Longhorns.
Yeah, credit to Swindle. She made that play happen, and that play happened with that huge set. You can see she just sends it behind to Molly Phillips. Huge swing.
Swindle has 2 double-doubles this year. We look at Molly Phillips over there, 5th-year Texas player. She's twice earned some sort of All-American honors, was honorable mention a season ago. Service error, back to the Sooners it goes. Texas so far able to hold Oklahoma at arm's length in this second set. We'll see if Sooners can get a serving run from Mele Coral Blagojevich. But her serve is long. Does it seem like those are contagious sometimes?
Yeah.
We'll see back-to-back errors from both sides.
But the service game has changed so much in women's volleyball. Is that more of the focus is on serving aggressive, going for that ace.
Preston, Sooners in system, and Preston hits off the block. Out of bounds it goes. That's how you draw it up, right?
Absolutely, and that all starts from the pass by Coral Blagojevich. That's massive for the Sooners to be in system. Even with a great setter, she can set the ball off the net, but when you can put that ball right on the money, it's really hard to defend.
Sydney Thompson had a good service run for the Sooners in the opening set. She's back there now. Wennis cross court. There's Thompson at the net. What a set that was. Shelton got blocked, but puts it right back over, and O'Neal says, I'll take care of this. That looked like her dad, the former NBA All-Star Jermaine, who is in the house tonight, by the way.
What a play by the Longhorns. First of all, Swindle with that huge block. I mean, she was up and ready on Shelton, getting that ball. That was massive, and then O'Neal being able to get a little block, put the ball away.
Second kill for O'Neal. And the serve goes long. Both teams struggling a little bit from the service line in the second set.
A lot of service errors in this set.
We'll see if Callie Kamoa can get things figured out back there for Oklahoma. 14-10 Texas. Swindle with the set. Flying in with another comes Madison Skinner. She's got double-figure kills. That's her 10th.
Yeah, and that's why she's on the back row. So they can run a play like that. It's called the Bick, right in the middle of the court. They're running it so fast. It's so hard to defend.
So the serve for Swindle, freshman from Columbia, Missouri. Missouri Gatorade Player of the Year in the past. And there's another service error. We've had 6 combined service errors in this set, and we're barely halfway through.
Yeah.
So 15-11 Texas, and Chamberlain to serve it. Halter handles it. To the back row it goes, perfectly placed by Wenis.
Yeah, and Wenis just placing it deep into the court. Nice and easy to get the kill.
What an addition Wenis has been. First season as a Longhorn, originally from Frisco, Texas, but then had that time at Minnesota where she averaged about 2.5 kills per set over her 3 years with the Gophers. Here's Shelton off the block. I think that went off Bergmark's head and up into the seats.
What a set by Peyton Chamberlain. She put that ball right on the money. She was so far off the net. But credit to Alexa Shelton.
She leads all players with 11 kills tonight. And she's back to serve. Good pass that time by Halter to set the Longhorns up, and Phillips takes care of it.
That pass by Halter right on the money. And what about Molly Phillips coming in this set, contributing?
Serve back to Halter. 17-12 Longhorns. Running set this time to Preston. Here's Skinner touching it to the back. Shelton got it, but they will call a lift there. And so Texas now has significant breathing room of 6 points.
What a dig by Alexa Shelton, though. Look at this. She extends her defense. And just one of those a little low again. There she gets the double contact.
Sooners will switch things up a bit, go more defensive, and put Chloe Kaminsky in on the back row. She gets targeted with that serve by Halter. Here's Preston, cross court. Skinner dug it out. Right back for Skinner, and she rips it for Texas. They're riding Skinner.
Yeah, just going down the line. And really, she's just placing that ball. That's not 100% of her swing. But just being smart, recognizing that she's going to have a block majority of the time.
3 straight points for the Longhorns, 2 on Halter's serve. Preston tries to get the Sooners side out. Big block by O'Neal. The joust comes back home to the Sooners side. Preston to the back row. This time there for Texas is Akana. What a dig by Kaminsky. There's Phillips cross court. And Chamberlain plays it back across for the Sooners. Phillips again. The Sooners got a touch. Preston off the block. Swindle was there. What a point. Burtz hits it long. But there was a Texas touch. Longhorns may challenge this one.
Yeah.
Longhorns are going to challenge. Let's look again.
Yeah, I even think Phillips was late. But it looks like we're going to challenge it. Yeah, we're going to challenge it. But what amazing defense on both sides of the net. Chloe Kaminsky coming off the bench. Huge defense in that rally for the Sooners.
So Marty Prochko back over to have a look at this one. If it stands, it'll be 19-13 Texas, and the serve will go to the Sooners. If not, Texas will have a 20-12 lead here in this second set.
Yeah, and the Longhorns are just doing their job. Missed some serves, though, in this set. But really, offensively, they've been taking it to the Sooners.
Sooners have enabled Peyton Chamberlain to get her hands on it more tonight. At least they did in the opening set. See if we can tell. Remember, the original call was that there was not a touch and that it's long.
So
really tough from that angle.
yeah, and the call in the court was that there was a touch, and so it was a point for the Sooners. So that Texas is challenging, saying, "Hey, we didn't touch that ball," and I don't know. It's a tough one.
I don't know that from that angle you can overturn this.
Yeah.
It may be that Texas didn't touch it, but I don't know that we have an angle that'll tell us that.
Yeah. We're definitely taking the time and getting a good look at it right now. But it's an opportunity for the Sooners to just kind of regroup, work on the serve and pass. I think that's where the difference right now in this set is the pass. They need to pass a little bit better.
So Aaron Mansfield talking it over with his team, and Jared Elliott hoping for the overturn. We've had one call overturned tonight on an Oklahoma challenge. Big 12 conference opener here tonight for each of these two teams. Conference play is already underway. Thursday night, you had UCF beat Cincinnati. What a start Iowa State's off to. They're number 25 in the country. They swept West Virginia last night. And TCU blanked Kansas State 3-0. Let's look one more time.
Yeah.
Again, we have to see definitive evidence that there was not a touch.
But you can see Phillips is a little late to close the block. And so that left arm is a lot lower, where it almost looks like that's where the ball is headed. So
as you said, Phillips is too low to touch it with her left hand.
I think so, and that looks like, I think it's to the right of O'Neal and over Phillips' left hand. And I think that's why they were very adamant. Both of them are very adamant that there was no touch. Well, regardless, this is an extended timeout for sure. But credit to the referee crew, getting the call right. That's what, as best that you can. That's the whole idea behind these challenges, is to make sure you're getting the right call if you can.
We have a decision, and I think he just could not tell that Texas didn't touch it. So the Sooners win the point, and it's 19-13 Longhorns.
And Texas loses a challenge.
Yes, they do. And Sooners will rotate Riley Fay in.
The Texas staff is looking at the video board in the field house, and they're wait, there it is right there.
Skinner takes the serve and gets it, drills it.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't put that any more perfect. Back right corner for Skinner.
That ball's definitely in. And not to mention the pass first, right? Targeting her on the receive, but then she puts that ball, dials it right in where the line judge is standing.
12 kills now for Skinner tonight, hitting .417. And here's Carissa Barnes to serve. Longhorns in control in set number 2 after they won the opening set, 28-26. Pfiffner drops home the side out for the Sooners.
And Pfiffner really had to reach for that ball. That ball was really high, and she really reached for it and just got that ball over the net and was able to place it right in the middle of the court.
Yeah, I'm not even sure she got it cleanly.
Yeah.
Second kill for Pfiffner tonight. Coral Blagojevich to serve. O'Neal goes cross court. Chamberlain punches it up. Kamoa plays it across. There's Skinner, dug out by Kaminsky. Here's Preston. One more time, Skinner. And Kaminsky again. Pfiffner blocked, but it's down on the Texas side.
3 digs by Chloe Kaminsky. That was huge for the Sooners. Way to come off the bench and provide some energy defensively for her team. That play was amazing, and then Pfiffner able to just get this ball between O'Neal and Swindle.
So Coral Blagojevich, that was a big-time serve and a dig by Barnes. There's Skinner and Kaminsky one more time for the Sooners. Skinner in cross court once again. She's taking control.
Yeah, and she's got that angle dialed in as well. And there's no one for the Sooner defense in that area or moving to it. Let's look at it again. You can see Kaminsky shifts over to her right. Wide open court.
Madison Skinner now with 13 kills and 3 digs. She's back on the service line. Chamberlain for Preston, Sooners right-in system. And again, there's Chloe Kaminsky with the initial pass.
Wow, her 3 rotations in the back row coming in for Alexis Shelton was massive. She really provided that energy for defense, but look at this delivery from Chamberlain to Preston. Right down the line.
Chloe Kaminsky came in. I think she had 4 digs in that run. She has 5 digs tonight.
Yep.
Thompson serves. Halter got a piece of it, just enough. And Wennis will get it over. Chamberlain, Pfiffner drills it across. Little momentum for the Sooners now.
Yeah, and Hannah Pfiffner just really coming alive for the Sooners, being able to find the court, putting the ball away.
Sooners have won 4 of the last 5 points. And Texas will take a timeout, try to stem the tide.
Price for one.
Sydney Thompson's serve. It is overpass. Shelton tried to dunk it home. Now she gets a big swing and Halter digs it. Wennis touches it into a triple block. Shelton whips it to the back row, and it is long with no touch.
Yeah, and credit to Wennis. That ball was so tight. Not a great set from the back row for her, but able to handle it and just get that ball over the net. Then putting up a big block on Shelton and causing her to make the error.
Here is O'Neal to serve. First team All-American last year. Coral Blagojevich the dig for the Sooners. Pfiffner is dug out by O'Neal. The joust, and Chamberlain is able to win it for the Sooners.
Chamberlain just being big up there, taking care of the ball, putting that ball away.
Chamberlain, her first kill. She has 21 assists tonight. There's another dump, the 3rd one of the set by Swindle.
3rd one of the set. She is playing so well for the Longhorns in this set. She's doing her job, and that's what Jared Elliott is asking her to do. Just do your job. You don't need to do more than that.
Longhorns 2 points away from a 2-0 lead as Swindle serves, targeting Thompson. Burtz got blocked by Wennis. Swindle sets, and Bergmark drills it home to give Texas the set point.
Bergmark being a little quiet in this set. Swindle finds her, though, up and ready. Puts that ball away.
Set point Texas for a 2-0 lead. Swindle serving. And the ace on set point gives Texas the 2-0 lead.
And the Longhorns definitely want to finish that set.
But Texas able to prevail. Longhorns more comfortable in set number 2, winning that one 25-18, and we are set for the final set if Texas wins. Sooners got to win the next 3.
Sooners want to fight right here in this 3rd set.
Melee Coral Blagojevich will have the opening serve for the Sooners. Just waiting for the go-ahead. Fans all on their feet. Halter able to dig out a ripped serve that time. Sooners got a touch on that swing by Wennis. Coral Blagojevich chasing it down. That is long. The first swing by Skinner, one of the few errors that she has had tonight.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't seen her have an error in the back row yet, but credit to the Sooners. That was a huge hustle play for the Sooners. Coral Blagojevich, hustling into the stands.
And she offers up another serve. Halter cleanly able to pass it ahead. There's Kamoa with the dig. Taylor Preston. Longhorns get a touch at the net. Swindle once again comes Madison Skinner, and this time it's down.
And just goes back to her, right? Saying, hey, I got you. Let's get you another try. And look, she's got pretty much a wide open court. Just fifthing her up, blocking her solo.
14 kills now for Skinner. And Asia O'Neal will serve. Fiftner. Little touch there for O'Neal to keep it alive, and Swindle plays it over. Shelton drills one.
What about Shelton going from the back row? But between her and Madison Skinner, they're so similar in their play. It's almost like they're exchanging shots back and forth. Saw that cross-court shot from both of them in that first set. Back row attacks in this set.
And a dozen kills now for Alexis Shelton. Big serve by Preston. Shelton nearly put that down, but Barnes is there for the Horns. And right into the Sooner block, but down on the Oklahoma side, and the kill for Wennis.
Yeah, Alexis Shelton a little off on that triple block off the net. That's so hard for her to get over there. She's got to travel all the way across to the court. She's a little off the net with her feet.
Wennis is second on this Texas team in kills tonight with 6 behind the 14 from Skinner. Fiftner down the line, blasting away to get the Sooner side out.
Fiftner coming alive in that second set for the Sooners, scoring points, and no doubt going back to her in this set. Let's get another look at it. She's one-on-one. She picks the line. She could have gone angle, either one.
5 kills for Fiftner. And a service error. So we're tied at 3.
Good communication by the Longhorns and Wennis. Good court awareness, positioning.
Kaylee Akana back in to serve it for Texas. 34 aces last year for her for the Longhorns, including the decisive one on match point in the national championship match. The joust. Chamberlain able to get it over to the Texas side. Phillips pokes it down the line and in. Crafty.
Wow, I almost thought that ball hit the antenna. They called Alexis Shelton in the net.
So Shelton called for the net violation. 4-3 Longhorns. Shelton plays it across off the block of Bergman, and down it goes.
Yeah, that's a smart play by Alexis Shelton. Just a roll shot, nice and easy. But even if she gets it over, and Skinner is going to be the one to defend it, right? She's the one that has to pick it up. She's in left front right now. She defends that ball. It's hard for her to get set. So that was smart.
4-4, Peyton Chamberlain the serve. Skinner ran that down. What a play by Skinner. Set comes this time to Fiftner once again.
No, it's Ellison.
Oh, Ellison
Ellison's
in for the
back
first
on
time.
the court, yeah.
So Daly Ellison, the Texas State transfer, ripping away.
And really, look how far Skinner is, and credit to Chamberlain recognizing how in Skinner was. That's a great set selection by her.
Sooners can't stand the prosperity. The service error gives it back to Texas. How about Daly Ellison coming back in? She's originally out of Aledo, Texas, played 3 years at Texas State, but missed a season with an ACL tear. Chamberlain the set. Burt's got blocked by O'Neal. Shelton whips it across court and gives the Sooners a 6-5 lead.
What a kill by Shelton. But at the start of that play, because the serve and pass is so huge, and you don't see it on the highlight here, but look at Shelton. That's a great swing. But it all started with the pass. And Preston put that ball right on the money for Chamberlain.
Swindle sets, and O'Neal blasting away in the middle. 6 apiece in set 3.
And Swindle finding her middles. Important to get her going. So effective, one-on-one.
In to do the serving is Carissa Barnes. Texas leading 2-0. And there's an error.
And I like how Kamoha just didn't even look at the line. She knew it was going out.
I bet that's the 4th or 5th time in this match that the teams have exchanged service errors.
Yep.
Burtz gets one in to Halter. Swindle with the set. O'Neal, little off the net. Point Sooners.
Yeah, great job by the Sooners. Let's look at this again.
Yeah, Preston up there to get a piece of
and
it.
Preston gets it right back to her, and it hits O'Neal in the leg.
Now Lydia Burtz, the Sooners serve, and it's long. Ten errors, 3 aces for Oklahoma tonight. And now it is Skinner on the line for Texas. Shelton cleanly played, but Sooners are a little out of system here. O'Neal overpasses it. Preston able to slam it down and win the point for the Sooners at 9-7 now.
Yeah, just a little bit of a sloppy play actually on both sides of the net. It was almost like it was contagious. Just miscommunication on everyone.
Melee Coral Blagojevich back to serve it for Oklahoma. Ripping away with an ace on that topspin serve.
Yeah, it just looks like more miscommunication for the Longhorns. Let's get a look at it again. See, she comes on the side, going angle to angle.
There's another. This one is overpassed, and Preston is able to slam it home for Oklahoma. Sooners opening things up here in the 3rd set.
And that's what Coral Blagojevich is there to do, is serve big time. That's what she's doing for the Sooners.
Melee Coral Blagojevich on the service line for Oklahoma. Sooners lead by 4, and Texas taking a timeout. 3 straight points won by the Sooners. They lead 11-7 here in set number 3. Melee Coral Blagojevich back to the line again. Drills this one. Halter digs it out. Big Sooner block led by Pfiffner that time, but there is the answer. Swindle at 6'3" as a setter can be a defender.
Absolutely, and she's just so aggressive up there, and she's so tall. She's getting that ball at a high level and just putting that ball straight down. Great net play.
So O'Neal is back to serve it for the Longhorns. Chamberlain got that over to Preston. O'Neal digs it. Swindle this time setting Winnis. Pfiffner, and again, I'm not sure she got that cleanly.
Yeah. Pfiffner just doing her job, and she is working, going, blocking, transitioning back and forth, and being up and ready for Chamberlain to deliver the ball. Great job by the freshman.
Pfiffner with 7 kills on the night. Lucky number 7. And Oklahoma with a 4-point lead. Serve back to Sydney Thompson. Skinner flies in. Coral Blagojevich there, and unfortunately Pfiffner and Chamberlain collided as Chamberlain was trying to get there and set that one.
What a dig by Coral Blagojevich. She's never played right back before, and so she's coming in as a DS. She's an outside hitter. She probably is used to playing middle back defense and or left back, and to come in the right back, she has gotten so many digs from that position tonight.
5 digs tonight. She's got another one right there. Shelton hits into the block. Swindle punched it up, as did Skinner, and Halter gets it over. Chamberlain the dump, her first of the night.
Wide open, right in the middle of the court. Giving Sooners some life here. Keep the momentum going. Wide open.
You watch her and you get a feel for why Aaron Mansfield said she's the most special setter I've had. He watched every point that she played last season. Jared Elliott also talking about the Sooners setter when we spoke with him this week. And there's Wennis. She's crafty.
Yeah, and it looks just like some miscommunication defensively for the Sooners in that ball. That's a much needed ball that you want to keep that momentum going and dig that ball. Just miscommunication.
Texas has all these options. Wennis, another one. She now has 7 kills. That is second on this Texas team tonight. And that is long by Akana.
Great decision by Thompson. Just good court awareness. Let that ball go. Easy side out.
Well, Oklahoma able to keep Texas at arm's length so far in this third set, trying to force at least set number 4. Swindle sets, drilled again by Skinner.
All started with the pass for the Longhorns in system. Puts the Sooner defense a little bit back on their heels because Texas has got so many weapons offensively, and you can see she's got wide open hole in the block.
Halter's serve hit the tape, and that is wide from Burtz.
Yeah, and just overran it. Burtz just overran it. Too much angle.
So Halter back to serve. The sophomore from Indianapolis. Jared Elliott said she played out of her mind against Washington State. So much energy, flying around, always talking. And she has an ace right there. Texas tightening up this third set.
Yeah, and he said she's so much fun to have in the gym. Just a lot of spark, and you can see that spark much needed for the Longhorns right there.
14-13 now. That's 3 straight points for Texas. Nearly a lift there. Thompson gets it over. Swindle for Phillips. Cross court to tie it at 14.
The Longhorns having some life here. Huge point run.
Concern on the face of the first-year Sooner head coach. His team looking for a side out. And that advantage they once had has now evaporated. Burtz gets the swing. What a play by Halter. To the back, but long from Madison Skinner.
And Skinner just trying to place it, just going long. But much needed side out for the Sooners. And we see Kaminsky come back in. She's going to serve for the Sooners. Huge for the Sooners in that second set.
So 15-14 now. Sooners on top. Chased down by Swindle. Halter gets it over. There's Chamberlain. Burtz came right back at her. Phillips able to punch it up high. Skinner couldn't finish it. Chamberlain tried to tip it back onto the Sooner side and avoid the net. We're tied at 15.
What a dig by Emma Halter. That ball from Burtz looked like it was going straight down. Somehow she got underneath it and sent that ball over the net.
Halter now. 9 digs. Back to serve is Carissa Barnes. Burtz wide with that attempt.
Yeah, she's really wanting to go over to that angle.
And 16-15, Longhorns now leading, trying to close it out in 3 sets.
There's that hit again. You see, she just over-rotating just a little.
Kaminsky didn't handle it cleanly, and Preston will just have to play it over. Swindle for O'Neal. The Sooners got a touch, but it goes out.
Yeah, and that's always a tough ball. When you give the Longhorns a free ball, 9 times out of 10, they're going to put that ball away.
Longhorns storming from behind. And a timeout taken by the Sooners as Texas now leads 17-15. So the Longhorns trying to close this thing out in 3 sets. They've won 11 of 12 Big 12 titles. Defending national champions. At the early season, such a tough schedule that they played. Lost to Long Beach State. Asia O'Neal did not play in that one. They got beat by second-ranked Stanford, but big wins over fifth-ranked Minnesota and number 19 Ohio State.
And it's going to come, and I really think we saw it in that first set, right? They were patient and just waited for their moment to strike. Sooners were patient as well in that first set.
Erin Mansfield has built this schedule to be prepared for Big 12 conference play. Taking on the defending champs here tonight. Preston cross court. Halter digs another one out. Swindle tried to dump it, but Burtz was there. Skinner. Kamoha this time the set for Preston. Halter flies in to get that one over to Swindle. Chamberlain, Ellison a strike, but it is dug out by Barnes. Preston, and that is wide. There was no touch.
What about that defense for the Longhorns? That's what Jarrett Elliott says. That's the difference, right? We've always been good offensively, but can we be really good defensively? And I thought last year with his team, that was super special. I thought defensively they were far superior. And again, you can just see how that goes into this team as well. And that defensive presence is so huge.
18-15 Longhorns. They've won 4 straight points to take this 3-point lead. Chamberlain for Preston. Down the line, and a much-needed Oklahoma side out.
Wow, she threaded the needle on that one. That was barely any line, and she just got it down there. That was impressive.
Fiffner returns for the Sooners. Riley Fay will come in and serve it. So for Taylor Preston, that is 9 kills on the night. Alexis Shelton leads Oklahoma with 14. Madison Skinner has 16 for the Longhorns. Swindle for O'Neal. Off of Kaminsky, and Fay chases it down.
Got to defend this free ball.
Skinner drills it.
Yeah, and you can see those 2 free balls right in this set that they've had to just send it back over. Texas capitalizing on that, right? You call them a free ball because that is free money. You want to put that ball away.
Longhorns have won 5 out of the last 6 points. Madison Skinner, who's done it all tonight, is back on the service line. Fiffner answers for the Sooners.
What about Fiffner? She's been so effective later as this match is going. She's just warming up.
As you said, doing her job. Gets a kill, gets the side out, goes right back to the bench. And now the Sooners need that service run from Coral Blagojevich. There's Fiffner. I beg your pardon. Yeah, it is Fiffner back in the middle.
Yeah. Fiffner again, back-to-back kills. But Coral Blagojevich putting the pressure on the Longhorns. Serve, receive. This top spin serve.
Back to a 1-point set. Coral Blagojevich. Halter cleanly handles it. Fiffner with another one. Between Ellison and Fiffner, they've been bright spots here in this third set.
Great job, and I love that Chamberlain just continues to go back to her, right? It's working. Let's just keep moving her from a 1 to a 31, back to the 1.
Texas once led at 19-15, but the Sooners have tied it now. And timeout taken at 19 apiece. Once again, Texas won the opening set 28-26. Sooners put up a fight in that one, but Texas coasted 25-18 in set number 2. Looked like the Longhorns were going to open up a little breathing room, but credit Erin Mansfield's team. They have battled back the last 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, and what about Fiffner? Again, freshman, middle hitter, going up against the number 9 Longhorns. She's just doing her job, and I like it. She's just transitioning. She's working hard. It's a tough position, and she is holding her ground right now.
Oklahoma trying to force a 4th set here tonight. Fans have enjoyed it. It's been good from end to end. You can play these close matches, and end up losing in 3 sets, but feel like you played pretty well sometimes.
Yeah,
Oklahoma would like to force a fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly in those first 2 sets. I mean, really statistically, at least in that first set, it was a complete wash. It just went Texas's way. Texas, I think, offensively in that second set did a little bit better. That was the edge. But right now, look, we're tied again in this third set. Getting to crunch time.
Coral Blagojevich trying to stay loose. You don't want to get iced back there on that service line. Good crowd tonight. Is that the Grinch?
It's the Grinch
It
already?
is? It's too early for that.
I don't know. I think Costco
Lowe's,
says
Home
Lowe's.
Depot.
They
yeah,
say something different, Chad.
they do. Just got the pumpkins out.
You got yours out?
No,
Okay.
not at my house.
I'm
Not ready for it.
Me neither.
There's Halter to take the serve. Sooners get a touch on that swing by Wenis. Preston blocked by O'Neal. Right back to Preston. Over the block this time.
What about the Sooners? And honestly, in the start of that play, Pfiffner against Wenis, she reached for that ball and she slowed down Wenis's hit. So credit to her defensively. She didn't block it, but she slowed it down.
What a run by Coral Blagojevich. And just as I say that, she hits it long. She's claiming there was a touch.
Oh, looks like we're gonna get a challenge. I didn't see a touch. But
I think what they were reacting to was the reaction of the Texas player back there on the back row. So we will have a challenge.
So the challenge was, I'm guessing it was on Skinner, is that on the way out that it hit her. We saw Skinner go back and do a roll, go on her back. But let's get another look at it.
Can't tell from that.
No, and if that's their.
Can't even see the ball on that one.
Just seeing it live, I didn't see a touch. I didn't even think that there was a touch, but the Sooners were pretty adamant, right, that there was a touch. So
Oklahoma won a challenge earlier tonight. See Aaron Mansfield there in the huddle as the review continues. Critical point. We are tied at 20 here in this third set with Texas up 2 set out. So 21-19 Oklahoma.
That was huge for the Sooners.
That's the second challenge that Aaron Mansfield has won tonight. And a 5-0 run for Oklahoma to lead by 2. Trying to force a fourth set. Kaminsky, that almost hit the rafters. And Preston there to roll it over. Swindled the set. O'Neal cross court and down. Side out Texas.
Yeah, huge for the Longhorns to side out right there. But on that serve from Coral Blagojevich, Halter just delivering dimes right to Swindle. But huge side out for the Longhorns.
And O'Neal back to serve it now. Kaminsky plays it. Kamoha sends it forward, and Preston hits it long. That ties it at 21.
Yeah, just to miss it by Preston. We really haven't seen that at all this season so far.
So Oklahoma will take a timeout. Texas forging a 21-21 tie in this third set. Nothing to lose for Aaron Mansfield and the Sooners, trying to send it to set number 4 in Norman tonight.
Fowler Automotive. We're experiencing
21 apiece. Asia O'Neal, the Texas serve. Chamberlain sets. Pfiffner cross court, but it is wide, and it's 22-21 Longhorns. They've won 3 straight points.
Yeah, just over-rotated it by Pfiffner on that slide, sending it out of bounds. Sooners need a side out right here.
So O'Neal now, remember, she had the swing that gave Texas the side out. Now she's won 2 straight service points. Kaminsky had to play it on that deep serve. Chamberlain for Preston. And just in, side out Sooners.
What a beautiful hit by Preston. That angle shot right on the line. Look at it again. So easy. O'Neal playing left back defense.
Sydney Thompson will serve it. 22 apiece in the third set. Targets Barnes. Swindle the set. Winnis plays it across, and Texas.
How about Winnis going to put that ball away against a triple block for the Sooners? Just being aggressive, going high off hands.
Jenna Winnis now 8 kills. Longhorns 2 points away potentially from closing it out in 3 sets. Swindle. Chamberlain for Shelton, who gets an Oklahoma side out.
Coral Blagojevich got that play started with a huge pass. And then Chamberlain able to deliver it to Alexa Shelton.
Alexa Shelton ripping away with her 15th kill.
This is very reminiscent of the first set.
Kimoa the serve. Swindle sets, and a big block by Burks as she blocks Bergmark.
Set point for the Sooners. What a huge block by Lydia Burks.
Set point Sooners to send it to a 4th. Kimoa. Winnis, though, says not just yet.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about the swings by Jenna Winnis? In this crunch time situation, Swindle's finding her on the front row. But now you got Madison Skinner now on the front row for the Longhorns.
And Akana back in to serve. Shelton tips it right into the block, and it is match point Longhorns.
Just really a bad touch, sending it into the bench for the Sooners. But great block by the Longhorns.
Yeah, you could still mishandle that one.
Yeah.
Longhorns got it home, and now on match point, Akana the serve. Overpassed. Chamberlain got that back across. Phillips tips into the Sooner block, and it's Shelton and Burks extending things.
Good job by the Sooner defense. Up huge.
How about
Great job.
Burks?
Yeah. And recognizing, too, that that set was really tight by Akana. Over to Phillips, going after the ball.
So 1 match point wiped away. It's 25 all. Chamberlain serves. And another match point for Texas on the service area.
The Longhorns definitely want to finish this set right here. Sooners are so dangerous.
Halter serves to Thompson. Chamberlain the set. Burks goes off the block and out of bounds. Tied at 26.
Lydia Burks doing her job in the middle. Her transition is so huge. Up and ready. And then, of course, Chamberlain's finding her.
So Shelton on the line for Sooners at 26 apiece. Big swing from Skinner. Preston cross court and in. Set point Oklahoma.
Wow. What a dig by Kimoa. That was a huge defensive play. And then Preston, and look, that ball's in. No doubt about it.
So Texas has had 2 match points. This is Oklahoma's 2nd set point. And who else would you go to but Madison Skinner?
I mean, the fight by both of these teams. Such great volleyball tonight. Look at Skinner drilling that ball down the line.
18 kills for the All-American preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. 27 all. Burks blocked by O'Neal, and another match point.
Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week for that reason right there. Nothing's coming over this net. Puts that ball straight down. That's a great heads-up play by her.
So the third match point of this set for Texas. Barnes, the service error for 28 all.
And we keep going.
Now Burt's the serve for the Sooners at 28 apiece. Skinner blasts away, and it's good again. Another Texas match point.
What a kill by Madison Skinner. Going to the angle. Looks like we're going to have a challenge.
The call is in on the kill by Skinner. Her 19th kill of the night. Erin Mansfield is challenging this one. That looked in.
It was so fast. That's what makes her so effective, but it was so fast. It was hard to tell. Let's get a look at it. Oh, yeah. That's in.
Yeah, I don't think that'll take very long.
No.
Think about this, though. Oklahoma has had set points in the first set and here in the third set against the defending national champions. Now, Texas they're battle tested over the years. They've been able to pull them out so far.
Yeah, I mean, the fight that the Sooners that have and that we saw last weekend, we're seeing it again. Really something special that Erin Mansfield and his staff have created. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a great match, and they're going to be happy, but they want to win. That's the deal. They don't want to just hang. They want to win. And you can see they're hungry.
So if the call stands, it'll be another match point for the Longhorns. 29-28 will be their fourth match point here in this set. I think Marty Prochko has reached a decision. And the call will stand, so it is match point Longhorns. Match point Texas on the serve of Madison Skinner this time. Last minute adjustments here after that review. Shelton plays it for Chamberlain. Preston the tip. Swindle sets, and Winnis wins it for the Longhorns.
Puts that ball down. Great set by Swindle, delivering that ball all the way down the line.
So Texas wins it in 3 sets, but they had to go to extra points in sets 1 and 3, and Oklahoma had 3 set points in the opening set and 2 set points in the third. Let's look at match point.
You can see just going down the line.
Go.
जहाँ चाल गेली और आईबो गिरानी तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे से दिलवा रोइबे जान गिरानी तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे से दिलवा रोइबे जान।
गंगाजल रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो महादेवगंज साहेबगंज।
के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़बै के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़ब रानी सोमी लागे आंसुआ गिरैले देहिया काप के लगे जा रानी हमर अखिया से